Allah, the ultimate guide to success and wealth. Bismillah. May, dear brothers and sisters, today, I want us to reflect on a fundamental truth that many people often overlook. Allah is the one and only source of true guidance to success, wealth, and happiness. Yet, how often do we find ourselves thinking that we know better than our Creator? How often do we act as if we can achieve everything on our own, without turning to Allah for help, turning away from Allah? Many of us, when we think about achieving wealth or success, turn away from Allah. We chase after the dunya, worldly life, believing that we can control everything ourselves. We forget that Allah is the Creator, the Sustainer, and the true provider of all blessings. Allah reminds us of this in the Quran. And whatever of blessings and good things you have, it is from Allah. Surah An-Nahl 53. Instead of running to Allah in times of need, we often try to rely on our limited understanding. But no matter how intelligent, hardworking, or resourceful we think we are, we must remember that everything, our wealth, health, happiness, and even our very lives, are gifts from Allah, the path to true wealth and success. Allah says in the Quran, "What would Allah do with your punishment if you are grateful and believe? And ever is Allah appreciative and knowing." Surah An-Nisa 147. Here, Allah is telling us that He doesn't desire to punish us. Instead, He wants to guide us to success, joy, and contentment. All He asks is that we remain grateful to Him and believe in His guidance. Gratitude and faith are the keys to unlocking Allah's blessings. But many people misunderstand success. They think it is only about money, fame, or power. In reality, true success is being at peace with Allah, having His blessings in your life, and securing eternal happiness in the hereafter. Wealth without Allah's blessings can lead to misery, but even modest means, when blessed by Allah, can bring contentment and joy. Relying on Allah during hard times, let us ask ourselves, when we are struggling financially or facing difficulties in our lives, where do we turn? Do we turn to Allah, or do we put our trust in people, systems, or ourselves? Allah says in the Quran, "Is He not best, who responds to the desperate one when he calls upon Him and removes evil?" Surah An-Naml 62. When you are at your most vulnerable, whether it is due to financial struggles, health issues, or emotional pain, it is during those moments that you should turn fully to Allah. He is the one who hears your prayers and has the power to grant you relief. Running away from Allah in difficult times is not the solution. Turning toward Him is. Trust that Allah's guidance and wisdom are far superior to anything you could devise for yourself. Allah's promise of provision. Allah has promised in the Quran that He is the ultimate provider. And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect. Surah At-Talaq min 2 ila 3. This is a guarantee from Allah. If you live with taqwa, consciousness of Allah, and follow His guidance, He will open doors for you in ways you could never imagine. Success and provision come from Him, and only Him. Remember, Allah provides for the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea. He sustains the entire universe without effort. Do you think He will not provide for you if you put your trust in Him? The dangers of pride and self-reliance. When we turn away from Allah, it is often because of pride. We think, I know what I'm doing. I don't need help. This attitude is dangerous because it blinds us to the reality that we are utterly dependent on Allah for everything. The Quran warns us against this arrogance. Indeed, man transgresses because he sees himself self-sufficient. Surah Al-Alaq min 6 ila 7. We must humble ourselves before Allah. Acknowledge that without His guidance, we are lost. Without His blessings, we have nothing. Gratitude, a gateway to more blessings. Allah teaches us in the Quran that gratitude is a pathway to even greater blessings. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. Surah Ibrahim, Sabah. When we show gratitude to Allah for what we have, no matter how little it may seem, Allah increases it. Gratitude brings barakah, blessings, into our lives, whether it's in our wealth, health, family, or time. A call to action. May, dear brothers and sisters, let us reflect on our lives. Are we turning to Allah for guidance, or are we relying solely on ourselves? Are we expressing gratitude for His blessings, or are we taking them for granted? If you are facing difficulties, whether financially, emotionally, or physically, use this as an opportunity to strengthen your connection with Allah. Pray to Him, seek His guidance, and trust in His plan. Allah's guidance is the only path to true success, wealth, and happiness. Let us turn back to Allah with humility and sincerity. Trust in Him as your provider, your sustainer, and your guide. Remember, it is not wealth or power that defines success, but closeness to Allah and His blessings. May Allah guide us all to the straight path, grant us success in this world and the hereafter, and make us among those who are truly grateful. Assalamu alaikum.